Students, very good morning. Today in this video, we are going to discuss the solution of the percentage test that I have given, right? So we start from question number one. The total number of question in this test is 20, right? So students, let's start. The question number one that we have is: in an exam, a candidate got 35% marks and failed by 12 marks. So we can simply write that if a candidate got 35% marks, he is failed by 12 marks. That means this. If he had got 48% marks instead, he would have got 14 marks more than the minimum passing marks. Find the passing marks. Students, see here there are two kinds of marks. The first is maximum marks and the second one is minimum passing marks, right? If a person is getting 35% marks, he is getting 12 marks less than the minimum passing marks, and if he is getting 48% marks, then he is getting 14 marks more than the minimum passing marks, right? So students, find out the difference. What is the difference between percentage and what is the difference between this marks, right? If you look at the the difference in the percentage, so the difference is of 13%, right? And if you look at the difference in the marks, so the difference in the marks is 26. If 13% is equal to 26, then 1% should be is equal to 2 and 100% is equal to 200. Students, in percentage, we assume that any value is 100% of itself. That means 100%, that means maximum marks is 200. And what we have to find out, we have to find out the passing marks. So student, just find 35% of 200 like this. This is simply 70. This 70 is 12 less than the minimum passing marks, so definitely minimum passing marks will be 12 more than 70. So answer of this question will be 82. Hence you can mark option number B, right? Come to question number 2. The population of village A and B in a certain year is in the ratio 3:4. In the next year, the population of village B increased by 20% and becomes equals to 72,000. What was the total population of two villages together in the first year? So students, we can write this question like this, that the ratio of the population of two village A and B this. In the next year, the population of village B increased by 20%. So we can write it as like this and becomes equal to 72,000, right? So, okay. If we assume that the population of a certain year was 4x, so 4x when increased by 20%, that means 1.2, it becomes 72,000, right? So we can find the value of x first of all, right? The value of x is 1500, right? Now what next thing we have to find? We have to find what was the total population of the village to year in the first year. So students, we can simply check, total population of village A and village B. Put the value of x in 3x and 4x. So let us say total population will be 7x. So just put the value of x here, right? This should be the answer. Here the option is not 10500. The answer is none of these, right? Let us check one more time. This is 7200. Okay, there should be one more zero because there is 1.2, so answer should be A, right? Coming to the third question, the question is if the numerator of a fraction increase by 15% and its denominator decrease by 8, the value of the fraction is 15 divided by 16. So students, we can simply assume the fraction as x divided by y. Numerators of a fraction increase by 15%, so this will become 1.15, and its denominator decrease by 8%, this means this will be 0.92, and the value of the fraction become 15 divided by 16, right? Value of the fraction we have to find out, so we can simply solve for the value. 3 5 ja 15, 5 3 ja 15, 5 2 ja 10, 5 3 ja 15. Thereafter 4 ja and 4 ja, then value of the fraction will be 3 by 4. That means option number A will be the right option. Coming to the question number 8, that is 8 is 4% of A, 4 is 8% of B, and C equals B by A, then the value of C, right? So students, if we check in this question and find the value of A, so students, this will be simply the value of A will be 200, and if we check for the value of B, so the value of B will be definitely be 50, right? And if we check for the value of C, this will be simply 50 divided by 200, and the value of the fraction will be 1 by 4. That means option number B will be the right option. Coming to the question number 5, that is A is 25% less than B, so we can write it as A is 25% less, that means 0.75, 0.75 multiplied by B, and B is 20% more than D, that means 1.20 multiplied by D, and D is equal to 25% less, that means 0.75 multiplied by A. Find the relation between B and C. Find the relation between B and C, right? So students, we can take this question as B is equal to 1 by 0.75 multiplied by A, and if we put the value of A, this will be 1 divided by 0.75 multiplied by D, and if we put the value of D, so this will be 1 divided by 1.20 multiplied by C, right? So students, in this way we can solve this question. We can cancel out decimal, right? 25 4 ja, 25 3 ja, 25 4 ja, 25 3 ja, right? And 27B is equal to 40C. Students, answer is this: 27B is equal to 40C. That means option number 5 should be the right option, right? Coming to the next question, a milkman mixes water equal to 20% of milk with him. What is the amount of water as a percent of total mixture of quantity? Student, simple. This question we have already understood in the class. A milkman mixes water. Suppose milk total milk earlier was 100%, and when water is included, so new quantity is 120, because uh, when when added 20%, so the new quantity is 120. So what is the amount of water as a percent of total mixture? So students, simply the difference, that is 20 divided by new value, that is 120 multiplied by 100, so we can solve it for the value. So answer of this question will be 16.66%, option number A, right? Okay, coming to the next question 7, 20% of A is equal to 50% of B, then B is how much percent less than A? So we can solve it as 20% of A is equal to 50% of B, then B is how much percent less than A? B is how much percent less than A, right? So students, for solving this question, just convert the value of a as a mean of b. That means if we do it, first of all, cancel out percent to percent, right? 0 to 0, the value of a will be 5 by 2 multiplied by b, right? Now my question has become b is equal to how much percent less than 5 by 2 multiplied by b, right? So for solving this, we can simply do as 5 by 2b minus b is equal to 5 by 2b multiplied by 100. If we solve it for the values, so this will be 3b divided by 2 and divided by 5b multiplied by 100. b से b cancel, 5 2 ja, and answer of this question will be 60%. Hence option number C will be the right option, right? Question number 8, by what percent is 30% of 50% of a number more than 45% of 20% of the same number, right? Let's the value is x. 30% of 50%, 30% of 50% of x is how much percent more than 45% of 20% of same number, that means x. So student, first of all, the things that will be done, uh, cancel out percent to percent, cancel out percent to percent. Thereafter, uh, if we check the values, right? 1500 of x is how much percent more than 900 of x. So the difference between these two, this is how much? This is 1600, 600 divided by 900 multiplied by 100, right? If we solve it, so answer of this question will be 3 2 6, 3 3 9, and answer of this question will be 66.66%. That means option number B will be the right option, right? Okay, coming to the next question, question number 9, that is when a number is divided by 12, it becomes 1/4 of the second number, right? By what, by how much percent is the first number greater than second number, right? So question is, when a number is divided by 12, so let's take x, and when x is divided by 12, it becomes 1/4 of a second number. That means if we take second number as y, so it becomes 1/4 of a second number, right? By how much percent is the first number greater than the second number? So if we solve it for the value of y, right? If we solve it for the value of y, so the value of y is equal to x divided by 3, right? And first value is x. So we have to find by how much percent is the first number greater than the second number. So we can find it at x minus x divided by 3 divided by x divided by 3 multiplied by 100. That means if we solve it, this will be 2x divide uh, divided by 3, x divided by 3 multiplied by 100. 3 से 3 cancel, x से x cancel, and answer of this question will be 200%. That means your option number C will be the right option, right? Okay, question number 10, if we look at the question is, uh, when 1 kg is kept on an electronic weight scale, the reading is 950. Find the percentage of error in the measurement. So students, simple question, when 1 kg is kept, right? That means how much weight we are using? We are using 1000 gram, 1000 gram weight we are using. The reading is 950. That means the weight that is being shown, that is 950 grams being shown, right? Find the percentage of error. So percentage error, if we if we find out, so percentage error will be simply we can find in the term the difference, that is 50, divide by the gram, the weight that we are using. So how much weight we are using? We are using 1000 gram. So simply we can find it for the value. The value will be 5%, right? So option number C will be the right option. Coming to the next question, question number 11. The question is, if the length of a rectangle is increased by 20% while the width decreased by 20%, what is the percentage change in the area? So if we check the area of a rectangle, so area of a rectangle is equal to L multiplied by B. That means here the quantities are in multiplication. Whenever the quantities are in multiplication and percentage increase or decrease is given, so we can simply use successive percentage change and we can find the overall net percentage change, right? That means if you are asked that length is increased by 20% and width is decreased by 20%, then the percentage change simply 20 minus 20 minus the multiplication of these two. So this will be simply minus 4. That means the decrement of 4%. Option number B will be the right option, right? Question number 12. Next question. The question is, if the price of a sugar increase by 20%, by what percent should the consumption be reduced so that overall expenditure is same as earlier? Students, very simple question. We can simply apply 20 divided by 120 multiplied by 100, and answer of this question should be 16.66, right? Same concept. Coming to next question 13, that is, if the radius of the base and the height of a right circular cylinder increase by 20% and decrease by 10% respectively, find the percentage change in the volume of the cylinder. Students, if we check the volume of the cylinder, formula is pi r square h, right? And if we look at the diagram of a cylinder, so this is the diagram like, right? And there are two radius, that's why this is r square, and one height, right? So he's saying that radius of the base is increased by 20% and height of the cylinder is decreased by 10%. Then we have to find the percentage change in the volume. So student, as there is r square, so use successive percentage change for r 2 times. So this will be 20 plus 400 divided by 10, and what should be the overall percentage change here? The overall percentage change here will be 44%, right? Thereafter use this 44% will 10% increase, so this will be 44 minus 10 minus minus 440 divided by 100. So if we check for the value, this will be 34 minus 4.4, right? And if we check further, so this will be 0.6, 29.6. That means option number B will be the right option, right? Coming to the next question 14, the question is, the daily wages of a company worker is first increased by 25% and then increased by 25%. What is the net change in the wages? So students, simply use successive percentage change 2 times for 25%, that means 25% increment and 25% increment. Simply this should be 25 plus 25 multiplied by, sorry, plus 25 multiplied by 25, that is 625 divided by 100. So this will be 50 plus 6.25, that is 56.25. As 56.25 is not there in the answer, so answer, uh, there is some error in the options given. So there is some error in the option given. If we write it as 56.25 increase, so option number A should be correct. If But correct answer is 56.25%, right? That is not given in the option. Coming to the next question, that is 15. A side of a cube increase by 10%, by how much percent does it volume increase? So student, just use 10% increment 3 times, successive percentage change, simply 10 plus 10 plus 100 divided by 100, so this will be 21%, that means 21% increment. And again use 21% increment with 10% increment, successive percentage change, this will be 21 plus 10 plus 210 divided by 100, so this will be 31 plus, this will be 31 plus 2.1, this will be 33.1. So students, option number A will be the right option, right? Okay, next question 16. uh, on a particular day, a vendor sells 70% of the mangoes and throws away 20% of the remaining. Let's assume he has 100% of the mangoes, right? Let's say, suppose he had 100 mangoes. He's saying that a vendor sells 70% of the mangoes. On a particular day, a vendor sells 70% of the mangoes and throws away 20% of the remaining, right? So 70% he sells and throws away 20% of the remaining. How much is remaining? How much is remaining? The remaining is 30%. So we are writing remaining here. And throws away 20% of remaining, that means how much does he throw? 20%. So how much will be 20%? 20% will be 6. So 6% he throws, right? Next day he sells 50% of the remaining mangoes and from the first day and throws away rest. So students, if we find out remaining mangoes, so how much will be the remaining? Remaining will be 24. And next day he throws 20, he throws 50% from the remaining, that means how much is the 50%? 50% is the 12. So 12 mangoes he throws. So the question is how much, what percent of the mangoes does the vendor throw away? So students, we can check. First 6% mangoes he throw, and thereafter 6% mangoes he throw. That means what is the total? The total is 18%. That means answer should be 18% mangoes he had thrown, right? Okay. Next question 17. Question is, on a certain day Rohit started with M newspaper. From morning till noon, he sold 40% of the paper, and between noon and evening, he sold 60% of the remaining. Then he realized that had he sold double of the newspaper, then he sold in the afternoon, he would have had to borrow 12 papers from another vendor. Find M. So students, simply we can take the value of M as 100, and the thing is he sold 40% of the newspaper. Rohit started from morning till noon, he sold 40% of the newspaper, that means he sold 40. And how much is the remaining? How the remaining is 16. Remaining is 60. Thereafter, between noon till evening, he sold 60% of the remaining, that means how much is the 16% of 60? This will be 36. Then he realized that had he sold double of the newspaper, then he sold in the afternoon. That means in the afternoon he sold 36 newspaper. Had he sold the double of the newspaper, that means 72, he would have had to borrow 12 paper from an other vendor. That means the remaining papers he had earlier was 60, And if he had to sell 72 newspaper, that means the thing is very common, he would have had to borrow 12 newspaper from another vendor. Find the value of m. That means if I have assumed the value of m 100 and my condition is correct, so I can write the option B as the right option, right? Okay, question number next, 18. Question is, an engineer spent 25% of his father's saving in campus preparation in XYZ coaching institute. Then he then taken test series from PQR and spent 20% of his remaining father's saving. Finally, he joined TPC Global and got selected. In TPC Global, the he spent 50% of his father's remaining saving. Now his father is still has left with a saving of 18,000. Find his initial saving and the highest amount spent to three institute respectively, right? So students, simply if I assume that the total income of the father was X, so he is saying that an engineer spent 25% of the father's income in the preparation XYZ institute, right? So 25% of the income, 25%, if we check, 20%, 25% is 1 by 4. That means 1 by 4 of X at XYZ. And what is the remaining? The remaining is X minus 1 by 4, that is 3X divided by 4. He then take tax series from PQR and spend 20%. That means how much will be the 20%? 20% will be 3x divided by 20, right? 3x divided by 20 at PQR. And what is the remaining? If we check for the remaining will be simply 3x divided by 4 minus 3x divided by 20. So we can simply check it as 15x minus 3x, so this will be 12x divided by 20. That means remaining will be 12x divided by 20, right? Finally, he joined TPC Global and got selected. In TPC Global, he spent 50% of his father's saving. That means if we check 50%, 50% will be how much? 50% will be simply 1 by 2. That means 12x divided by 40. And how much is remaining? The minus 12x divided by 40. And if we check for the value, so this will be the same, 12x divided by 40. We can check 12x divided by 40. Now his father is left with a saving of 18,000. That means the saving amount that we have calculated here, that is 12x divided by 40, is equal to the amount that his father has saved. That means 12x divided by 40 is equal to 18,000, right? And if we check for the value, so this will be 4 3 are 12 and x value will be 60,000, right? The value of x will be 60,000. And what we have to find his initial saving and the highest amount spent to the three institute. Okay, highest amount, let's check how much highest amount he have saved, he have spent at XYZ. At XYZ he have spent 25%, right? So 25% is how much? 25% is 1 by 4, so this will be 15,000, right? 15,000. And what is the remaining is 45,000. Thereafter he has taken a test series from PQR institute and spent 20%. 20% is how much? Simply 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is uh, 9,000, and the remaining is 36,000. Then in TPC Global he have spent 50%. That means how much will be 50%? 50% will be 18,000. That means what we have to find? We have to find the highest amount spent in three institute. So the highest amount spent in three institute will be this 18,000. That means option number C will be the right option, right? Okay, coming to the next question. The question is 19. The question is saying in a library 20% of the books are in Hindi, 50% of the remaining are in English, 30% of the remaining are French. The remaining 6300 books are in regional language. What is the total number of books in libraries? So we can simply check if the total number of books in the library is X. In the library 20% of books in Hindi, that means we can simply check X divided by 5 is in Hindi, and what we are remaining with 4x divided by 5, right? 50% of the remaining is in English. That means if we check 50%, so 1 by 2, that means 4x divided by 10 is in English. And if we check for the remaining will be 4x divided by 10. 30% of the remaining are in French. 30% if we find, so how much will be 30%? 30% will be, simply check, right? 12x divided by 100. So we can simply write it as 12x divided by 100, right? 12x divided by 100, and if we find the remaining, so the remaining will be 24x divided by 100. The remaining 6300 books are in regional language. That means the remaining that we are getting here, 24x divided by 100, this is equal to 6300, right? So if we check for the value, so this will be okay, there is some error in the question. Let me try once again. In a library 20% of books are in Hindi, so what is the remaining? 4x divided by 5, correct. 50% of the remaining are in English, 50% of the remaining, that means 4x divided by 5, and the remaining that we are getting, okay, 30% of the remaining are is French. 30% if we check of remaining, this will be 12x divided by 5, and remaining, okay, 30%, and thereafter this should be 70% of the remaining. So 70% if we check, uh, this should be 28. So this should not be like this. This should be 28x divided by 100, and this should be is equal to 6300. And if we further check for the value, this will be 14x divided by, or we can say, right? Hence option number D will be the right option, right? uh, Last question of the series test. If we check last question, the question is an article is made up of 5 components: X, Y, Z, P, R in the contribution in the ratio 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 respectively to its manufacturing cost. If there is a change of minus 10%, minus 20%, plus 30%, minus 40%, plus 50% in the contribution, That means we can write minus 10%, that means the decrement of 10%, minus 20%, that means the decrement of 20%, plus 30%, that means the increment of 30%, minus 40%, that means 40% decrement, and finally plus 50%, that means 50% increment. So students, we can find what will be the new values. So multiply it by 0.9, multiply it by 0.8, multiply it by 1.3, multiply it by 0.6, and multiply it by 1.5. That means what will be the new values? If we check for new values, so 1.8, 2.4, 5.2, 3.0, 4.0, right? And if we check the previous manufacturing cost and manufacturing cost now, so 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 5 10, 3 plus 2 5, or 5 plus 5 10, and this is 10 plus 10 20. Earlier cost 20, and if we check the cost now, so this will be 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 4 14, 4, carry 1, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 3 11, 11 plus 11 plus 6, 11 plus 5. Okay, there is some error again. Once again, let me check. This should be 9, because 15 multiplied by 6, right? Once again, 8 plus 2 10, 14, carry 1, 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 3 13, 13 plus 2 15, 15 plus 6 21, that means 21.4. And the question is, by what percent would the total cost of manufacturing the article change? That means if we check total cost change, this will be difference between these two, that means 1.4, and divide by earlier cost, that is 20, multiplied by 100. So if we check further, so this will be 7%. So students, answer of this question will be 7%. Student, this was all about the solution of the test that I have given in the class, right? So students, for the solution you can look into the video, and if you people have any doubt in any question now, so you can ask, right? Thank you students, thank you so much.